And then when you're done with that side, you just walk it around, do that line, however, left, right, whatever side you start, doesn't matter. So that's chalking the lines on the outside. Batter's boxes, hey, Mata. We're gonna get one of these over there. Both fields are gonna share one, just because they're expensive right now, and so I don't want to get them stolen or have to replace them unless we have to. So this field has one, and then I'm gonna get one over there. We're gonna lock it up, same, and give you guys a combo or a key to get it out. It gets lined up on the plate with the handle, mound's facing out. You can't step on it, and it creates like a little template around it, or you can get a screwdriver, draw a box around it, whatever's easier for you. I just prefer stepping on it, walk around it, chalk it, flip it. Same thing on this side. Where a lot of people mess up is when you flip it, they just move it like that. So now that box is getting bigger than this box because the length goes the other way. So just make sure you switch it to have the mound the right way. Some of them are different. I think the other one we have is different with the mound flips if you switch it over to the other side. So just be cautious of that for that field over there.
Oh, so the mound has to...
Yeah, it points, the arrows point to the mound.
So.
But as you can see like that, it already created the lines. Just chalk the lines. There you go. And for the most part, you chalked it right if the line that goes down to third base and first base comes off the corner of the batter's box. So then you'll know. Because if it doesn't, then that's flipped the wrong way, or the line is crooked and you didn't straighten it. So, but you'll know right away. Because even if it's close, you can tell right away if it comes off the corner of the batter's box. So that's the batter's box and the line. The pitcher circle for 8U and 10U. It's for 6U and 8U, sorry, it's 30 feet. So you're gonna measure same thing, back of the plate, 30 feet out. The 6U box doesn't have a mound. I don't know if we're gonna get a mound for it. Usually they just chalk the line because it's the coach pitch. So they usually just chalk the line at the 30 or at the 30-foot mark, and then play off of that.
So it's 30 feet from the back of the plate? Because last time I was told it was 30 feet from the front.
30 feet from the back of the plate.
That's for 10U.
10U and 8U. 12U is 40 feet.
40 feet from the back of the plate.
40 feet from the back of the plate. 10U is 35 from the back of the plate. So just make sure when you measure, it's from the back of the plate. And the mound? Yeah. So we can measure like... This is my assistant, Mr. Mata here.
He's kind of white.
Yeah. And the mound, it's split evenly at 30 feet or 35 feet or 40 feet. You don't put it right at the front of 30 feet. You split that plate at 30 feet. So pull it a little bit. Oh, not that much. Go ahead. Okay, so right there at 30 feet, just give it a little mark. And then that plate splits that line. So the center of that plate goes over that 30-foot mark.
That seems close.
That's for 6U and 8U. So that, and then we'll have little makeshifts with a rope and a stick, and to create the circles for the mound. So you get somebody or your screwdriver again. Put it in there before you put the plate right in the middle. Dig a screwdriver, so that way you're not trying to make an 8-foot circle, 10-foot circle just by eyeballing it. For 12U,
how big is the circle?
and or 10U,
No, the circle.
we gotta back it up. So it's 35. Same thing. We'll have a stick with the rope. Secure the rope. Walk around with the stick. And 12U is 40 feet.
How big was the circle?
How big is the circle? From
10 feet.
10 feet.
Yeah. So we'll have a rope cut out measure. All the boxes will have all the equipment. So we'll have a rope attached to that. You just unwind it, secure the rope, and walk around with the stick, and it creates a circle. little circumference, yeah.
The chalk. I know that was always an ordeal last year. Is there somebody to call if there's no chalk?
But that's not going to be a problem this year. We'll have it. That we'll have chalk every week. We'll go. Depending on how many number of games we have, a bag of chalk should last about a week.
Okay.
With the 4 games, because they're going back to back.
Right.
So you may just have to touch it up a little bit.
Right.
So the chalk should last us about a week, and then we'll replace it every Sunday.
Thank you.
Yep.
What about like nails and
Nails and yeah. So this piece already fell out right now, but we'll have the nails and everything in there. We'll have a spot. Ooh, I'll get to that later, but nails have a spot. The plate has a spot. And just we can put it back in the same place every time, just because when the next team comes, they're not pulling everything out to try to find it, like one nail or the stakes that stake that down, because it's a pain, especially if it's in the bottom of the chalk. And you know, try to keep the kids out of the boxes because they get into the chalk and start throwing shit everywhere. And so, I mean, they're kids. What do you expect? But you know, chalk is expensive.
Are they gonna have a hammer too, or should we?
A hammer. We're gonna have everything's gonna be in there. Which brings me to my next thing. There's gonna be a sign-in sheet for every game. Home team preps the field. Visiting team puts it away. Unless there is a game afterwards, then visiting team helps that home team prep the game or prep the field. So if you have to redo the circle or if you have to move the mound back, the visiting team help the home team prep the field, just so we can stay on the schedule and keep the games moving. If there's no game after you, visiting team go in and clean it up. You don't have to worry about dragging the field. Either myself or the caretaker will worry about dragging it, like on Saturdays. So you don't have to worry about dragging it. Just make sure all the equipment gets put away. There's going to be a checklist in each box. So it's going to be bases, mound, tools, like the hammer, the screwdrivers, the rope, everything. Just check it off when you put it back. So when the next guy goes in there, they can see, hey, everything was put back. Check everything off again and go that route. Yes.
Do we have so during the earlier this year, we're having a really hard time finding the bases. Do we have enough plugs?
We do have plugs, but they get thrown away. Kids take them out over the weekend or when nobody's here and throw them around. Caretaker runs them over with the little grater, so it's.
Yeah, I know it's tough, but man, they're almost impossible.
I know what I want to do is get like ribbon and hang it on the fence at each location.
Remember I
But
said?
this field,
That spray
we
paint?
thought about that. Or getting that marker paint on the
on the wood.
On the wood, yeah.
That field is a pain in the ass to find
Oh
the
yeah,
pieces.
yeah.
So-
It's
Are they
really
metal?
hard.
Yeah. Where did you get a metal detector?
There's that.
Yeah.
It's not.
There you go. He's offered to buy a metal detector right here. I got him on camera.
Drag it around.
For this field, it's not that much of an issue because we do have the flags on this field. Where you can see for the boys' flags are out there, so we just go 10 feet closer for this field. But that field over there, it doesn't have flags. You don't have markers or anything, so
Pretty
that's
much gone.
hard to tell. I'll try to figure something out for that field over there, just so it's easier for you guys to find the pegs.
I know if we had the plugs, I know I would put them in every single time.
Yeah, and that's not a question of who's putting them in, who's not. It's just.
Oh, I know that, but like
when
if we
people
had
aren't
them,
here-
it would be
Well, if
amazing.
we bought them, can we buy them or what?
Oh, we could buy them, but they'll end up getting lost because.
Well, can we take them out when we're done for the day?
But then that defeats the whole purpose of getting the plugs.
Yeah, the piece of purpose
Oh,
of
I don't know.
Because all we would have to do is yeah.
Hey, I got my goal marker in there. We'll mark the wood tonight. We have practice here tonight.
Those bases do not line up over there.
They don't line up.
No.
What do you mean? They're
You
not
go to
60
second,
feet.
you're going out that way. You go to third, it goes this way. They're pretty
I
bad.
think it's an optical illusion because we measured it. It's 60, 60, 60. So I mean, if point A to point B 60, this way 60. We could take another look at it to check and then let the city know.
Unless there's another peg.
And that possibly could be it too, but
I wonder if it's like the
where they are. So any other questions? Like I said, it's just the main thing is just helping each other out and making sure everything is put back.
right?
Thank you. When we do interleague, we have Fillmore, Ventura, Seaside. I don't know if they're coming here or we're going there, but when we do interleague, you prep and you put away unless there is another home game after you, another Santa Paula team playing after you. Then again, you help set up that field for the next game. If you were a home team, because obviously Fillmore's going to leave, Seaside's going to leave, Ventura will leave. So just help the next home game or help the next home team prep that field if we're playing out-of-town teams. On here, there's a base running line. I want to start using it for 8s, 10s, and 12s. It basically just describes the base running line for first base, and it starts halfway to first, and it runs all the way to first base. It's a 3-foot little line, separate from the foul line. If we can start putting that in also, because once you get to tournament play, that's what they use. So I want to start getting used to it now. When we get district umpires coming here, they're going to ask for it to be there. So let's just have that box there. Coach's box, same thing. The templates in here. On deck circles, templates in here. It's just one little small circle. We don't have a tool for that. Just basically eyeball a little circle for the batter's box. On deck circle. For 6U, you also need to put in a halfway line between second and third, and first and second. And in the rule book, or in our rules that we're going to get you before the season starts, just so you can go over, it talks about what the halfway line is for. If the ball's not in the circle yet, the runner can still advance. If they're past the halfway line, they get the next base. If they're not, they go back to first. So it's just to help keep the game moving along and let you know where your players are. There is also I think it's a 6-foot foul ball line for 6U. I don't have the 6U paperwork. Sorry, I thought they were all the same, but this is just for this field. There is a foul line that you also put in from foul line to foul line across home plate to help make sure the ball actually passes at a certain point. So, but I'm gonna see if I can get this either printed out or save trees and send a message to all of you with the dimensions and the info that we're going over today, just so you can have it handy, just in case the paperwork gets messed up in the box.
Jonathan forgets.
It doesn't get put back. So everybody will have, or every team will have the information. Any questions?
I know for like on deck, what works good too is just getting that same one that you use, the circle one.
No, because then that'll put like a 10-foot batter's box.
Just
Oh, you can shorten it, yeah.
Shorten it down and just
Yeah.
it works good.
Yeah, that works too. If you're on this field, just remember you got to chalk from the backstop to that first pole for foul territory. The umpire will ask to chalk that part just for foul territory. So from the end of the backstop to that first pole over there, and same for this
Good job,
side.
Frankie.
Backstop to the pole, because that's dead ball territory. So. Like I said, we're gonna make sure everything's in there. There's gonna be a checklist. Please go over the checklist every time you get to the box. If there's something missing, something's broken, if you break something, let us know so we can replace it. So the next team doesn't have to deal with broken equipment. Hammer, screwdriver. I understand things get lost. It's chaos. You got a team to worry about. You got kids crying after the game. You want to go home. Just let us know. If you forget to put something away, shoot us a message. Your division leader, hey, we were just on the 8U field. I don't think we put the mound away. Can you please go double check? We're usually here till 10:30 at night. So myself or somebody else will go check. Just try to give us that courtesy. If you break something, let us know. We'll replace it. Not that big of a deal. Screwdrivers. There are going to be 2 per box. The scoops to clean out the little pegs for the bases. Please make sure those get put back. We go through those like crazy. Last year, I think we had to buy 12, 13 of them for the whole season. And we don't have one of them.
No more plastic forks?
And those they break. So, we want to try to keep everything easy for everybody. So if you can, please make sure those get put back. Again, I think having a checklist, I'm not trying to micromanage, but I think having a checklist makes it easier. We forgot these. Let's find those real quick. So, and just have your coaches help you out, to remind you. I know the managers have a lot to worry about, lineup cards, getting everything ready. So if you can have parents help you out, that's fine. You know, they're just prepping the field. They're not in contact with girls unless they're background check. Your assistant coaches, so just go over that with them. Make it easier for everybody. Any questions? Concerns, comments? So I'll get this out to you soon. Either your team moms or scorekeepers, just to go over kind of like what we expect and how scorekeeping should be done. I mean, you know, it's not mandatory, but I think a little class could help. You know, somebody's interested in keeping score. You know, we can meet somewhere before the season starts and have a little class. There's a lot of parents and a lot of moms that, you know, have been keeping score for thousands of years that can do a little class for us. So if you could just let your team moms know that that's possibly coming up in the next couple of weeks before the season starts, we'll reach out. Again, your division leaders will reach out to you, and we'll set that class up. Probably like an hour and a half class on how to keep score, how to do lineup cards. So, anything else? Schedules will be up
Snack bar.
very soon. Snack bar, let your parents know. Sign up for snack bar duty if they did not buy out. It's first come, first serve. First come, first serve. So if your parents want to get it over with at the beginning of the season, get their $100 back, have them sign up as soon as possible. So if they don't mind, they can start signing up.
Oh, no, it's not ready yet.
No, not.
I just checked with Esther.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not ready. Your division leaders will let you know when that's ready. Last year we had, I think, 2 people that did a schedule, and with all the rainouts and the cancellation of games, I don't think they got to work their shift. So if you wait till the last minute, you're gonna lose your $100. So please don't wait till the last minute. So yeah, I mean, you know, and if you have any questions during the season, don't hesitate to ask. Just bring it to our attention. If there's something that's wrong, you know, the field's messed up, something's broken in the dugout, just bring it to our attention and we'll take care of it. The sooner the better. We have a safety advisor this year, and she's been really good about getting on the city. Hopefully they come fix the lights on this field that are out very soon. So she wrote a couple emails, and we're waiting to hear back. So anything, the bathrooms, if a parent goes in the bathroom, comes to you with a bathroom issue, you know, no toilet paper. We had that last week in the girls' bathrooms. No toilet paper, no seat covers. Bring it to our attention. We'll let the city know. When your girls go to the bathroom, I know it's real easy to say, yeah, go ahead, but there's transient people that sleep in that bathroom. So please don't let them go by themselves. I understand JV is gonna have high school is gonna have a JV team this year. So if you're scheduled to play Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's when they play their games, Tuesdays and Thursdays. If they are on the field, we can't even be on the grass warming up. We have to wait till they are completely done and off the field. For liability purposes from the high school and the city. They play here and they play on the AU field. They're supposed to be putting up the fence here. I don't know when, but for CIF to happen and have games here, they have to have a fence, but I don't know. So we cannot be on the field at all if high school is on the field, practicing or playing.
Even behind the fence? When
Yeah.
it comes? Last year we were
Behind the fence is okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just can't be throwing the ball or hitting the ball behind the fence.
Even the bullpen, right?
Even bullpen. Everything is off limits. They don't want you throwing the ball back there because if a ball comes over, now they got to stop the game and now they're waiting on us. So stretch, run, do whatever you got to do.
Cardio.
No throwing, no hitting. Same thing for the AE field. No throwing, no hitting, and stay off the field until they're done. Their insurance doesn't cover us, and our insurance doesn't cover them. So if somebody gets hurt, it's both people are liable. First aid kits are coming in.
Peter,
A lot of
I
ice
put
packs?
first aid kits in the bags.
In all the bags?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of ice packs?
A lot of ice packs are coming.
I put
But you
2
don't
per
need ice
bag,
packs.
but we have more, so we can give you more.
Yeah. If at any time you run out of ice packs during the season, let us know. We'll get you an ice pack. we'll restock them. I understand things happen. Girls get hit. Even a little scratch, they may want an ice pack. So go ahead and give it to them. We got plenty. If not, we'll go buy some.
And for the older girls, there's always products in the snack bar for them. Deodorant.
Toiletry products.
Yes.
Oh, Skittles and things like
No
that?
Skittles, Midol,
Nancy
Tylenol.
does it all.
Yeah. Hair
She
ties.
helps the girls out.
No excuse. I love that.
Sounds good?
Yes.
All right, thank you guys.